guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're on the free-to-play account over on the test server, and we're looking at the brand new Mauler hero. So I'm really hoping that the new Mauler hero is going to be the one that really does save the Maulers or works in perfect synergy with the Maulers. As you can see here, Thesku is the name of the new hero, and I think it is a guy, I believe. I haven't looked at the story yet, but let's check out the skills and abilities. We'll go through and we'll test them out in the arena trials and see exactly what this hero brings to the team. So Ancient Terror plays a bone flute and deals 240% damage to all enemies. So it is an AoE, it's going to damage all enemies. If an enemy is marked with more than 3 serpents marks, they are petrified and turned to stone. So similar to Granite, it does have that crowd control effect right there, becoming unable to complete any action or recover energy for 5 seconds. Very nice. So it is a 5-second petrification. After it wears off, enemies lose 40 haste for the following 5 seconds, then a little bit more damage. So good. Ultimate ability does offer a form of crowd control. Neurotoxicity commands the snakes to spit deadly neurotoxin at the enemy target with the highest attack rating, which again is very good because it is targeting a specific hero, causing them to be intoxicated. While in the state of intoxication, the enemy is unable to recover any energy and may only use normal attacks. So it is going to lock them out of all attacks except that normal attack for 4 seconds. During this time, damage dealt by the enemy's normal attack is converted to health for the target they are currently attacking. So not only are they going to be unable to use their abilities, but the normal attacks are going to heal the target that they're targeting. That's a very interesting way to do it. And then the intoxication is going to last 5 seconds and also see some damage increase there. The Serpent's Mark. So this is what we need because we are going to need this to go ahead and petrify the targets here. When Thesku deals damage with normal attacks and other abilities, targets are marked with Spirit's Mark, which causes them to lose health worth 30% of the attack rating every second for 8 seconds, but shall not die. So we can only take them to 1 life, but it will not kill them. Once the Serpent's Mark has been stacked 5 times, the mark disappears and the venomous explosion is triggered. So deals damage and stuns them. So he now has 2 forms of crowd control, the ultimate ability, and this is going to stun with that Serpent's Mark. Hopefully we can get the Serpent's Mark up higher through the signature item and the furniture that we have in here. Duration of the mark is increased to 12 seconds, which is huge. And then of course the plus 30 engraving, the enemy loses 200 energy points. That's actually very good as well because we have the other ability up here that can lock everything else out. And then the Cursed Flame commands the snakes to breathe fire upon the enemy within range, dealing 160% damage 3 times to the target. Enemies struck shall be accuracy reduced by 50, crit by 30, crit amplification by 30 for 6 seconds. Then it seems like it just goes higher from there, guys. 70, 40, 40. When the third attack deals damage to the target, the negative effects inflicted on them by the ability are extended by 1 second for every mark that is on there. So if they're sitting at 4 or 5 marks, I think 5 marks will trigger the explosion. But I mean, you could extend that for 6 seconds or for 4 more seconds or 5 more seconds, and it's already 6. That's a pretty good duration to have that. So maybe the plus 60 engraving is going to make a difference on the hero here. Let's check out the signature item. Each time she loses 20% of her health, once his current ability ends, the snake grants him a shield. There we go. So that is going to deal with the survivability that we could have with this hero. So every time they take 20% of the max health, it is going to provide a shield, which is good. Enemies that deal damage to the shield have their accuracy down by 70 points, crit by 40, crit amplification by 40. The effect cannot be stacked. That's okay. A value of shield, so a bigger shield. Enemies that deal damage to the shield have their attack and defense reduced by 20% for 6 seconds, guys. 20% attack rating and defense rating reduction is very big, especially when you start seeing level deficiencies. Because as the enemies get stronger, as they build more defense, the 20% is always going to be 20% of what they currently have. So that is a pretty solid plus 30 signature item right there. Let's see what our furniture does. If an enemy is struck by the ultimate Ancient Terror, if they are marked by fewer than 3 marks, they will gain another mark, which is very cool, so you can stack marks much faster. Is immune to fatal damage the first time. So now we have an immunity in here, guys. Not only the crowd control, but we have an immunity. Health recovers 25% of the max health, and his energy is immediately restored to 100%. But he will be unable to use his ability Cursed Flame and Serpent Guard for the remainder of the battle. That's kind of a cheesy kind of trade-off, but ultimately, guys, either you would lose the hero because the hero would die, or you could minimize 2 of the abilities right there. So you're going to get rid of 2 of his abilities, but he is still going to be alive on the battlefield. So that could definitely work. All right, so let's see what he looks like in the arena, guys. This is where I like to see really how much they put into these heroes. So there he is. So he's not marching up front. And there is the fire, a pretty small radius within there. There's the ultimate. So he plays his flute. Damages everyone on the battlefield. So very cool. He is going to stay at that range. That's a pretty cool looking ultimate ability. We're going to have to see how the damage measures up with this, but you can see they're getting their marks on the floor. So remember, Granite puts the marks over the head, but here they're getting these marks on the floor from the hero because it is a mage, a control mage again. But let's see what we got here. And again, I'm really hoping that for the Maulers, this hero is going to make a difference. So let's see, we got some tanks. We got Granite in here, which is awesome. You know what? Let's put Tank up here because we know that Cecilia is coming right over. Slow this one down, we'll see. Granite's going to mark up everybody. They have an enemy Granite, so everybody's marked. And you can see there's Granite's mark on the top, and the poison is right here on the bottom. But he took out Verk really quick, guys. There is that AoE damage to everybody. Seems pretty solid. I like the ability so far. So there's the shield, which you can see even the little snake scales right there. Poison's flying all over the battlefield. We just poisoned Taylene down here, or mark Taylene. I'm not sure if that's the poison or that's the mark. Here comes the big ultimate ability again. Oh, it's petrified. That's very cool from Granite. Look at the totems, guys. If you don't have a hero like Ainz, taking out these totems, as you can see, is super difficult to do if you don't have a hero that can kill out the totems, specifically the totems. But it looks like we're going to win this one. I'm just interested to see the damage, which I'm sure it's going to be sky high because with hitting everyone on there, you're affecting the totems too. If we can ever get Wukong together. Again, Wukong's a hero. See, broke forms right there. Very hard to kill if you're fighting him. If you're using him, he just gets destroyed. Usually gets destroyed super fast. Right there, he just ulted again. So it's just going to time out the battle here, guys. But I do want to see the damage. 16 Taylene, I mean, not too bad overall. With the amount of crowd control that the hero possesses, I can see it being very viable. And again, when you start getting into higher level deficiencies, this control ability is exactly what you're looking for. So very cool, guys. All right, so that will do it for today's video. Thesuk, I don't know exact pronunciation on there, but very cool. We've seen the picture a little bit earlier, kind of the reveal of what it is. So seems like skills and abilities, multiple forms of crowd control, shielding himself. That way they have the survivability, combining and adding up that toxicity, seems like it's going to be a pretty solid addition to the Mauler team. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.